So I arrived at Camp Greenwood, and I'm unpacking. I got all my stuff together, and I meet my co-camp counselor. His name was TJ. I'm not gonna say his last name. TJ. So TJ and I were like, okay, so we've got how many kids? We've got 11, 6 to 10-year-olds. So that will be fun. That will be amusing. That will be full. The cabin wasn't that huge. It was a sink, a bathroom with another sink. So like outside bathroom you could brush your teeth, and inside bathroom somebody could be taking a shower and going to the bathroom and then washing his hands afterward. There were bunks, double bunks, just for like what do you call it? Two-story bunks. The top bunk and bottom bunk. Those bunk beds. I'm a dumbass. So we're unpacking and we get our first kid. His name is Ray. This kid is so goofy, it's unbelievable. And we're just talking, we're just having a good time. We're just kind of greeting campers. We have a staff meeting once we get Ray situated, and we're talking about how we're gonna get all these kids all together once all of them are here. And later we find out that we don't get all of our kids that day. We actually get kids coming and going every day or so. So it's Sunday. It's late afternoon. It's almost getting towards the evening. We've got about 5 or 6 kids now, and we're missing like 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that. We're playing the name game. We throw a ball. We like say our name, and then we say our partner's name, and we say who we're gonna throw it to, and we just kind of like tossing it around. We're having a good time, and all of a sudden, all these kids show up, and we're like, "Hey, are you in cabin 2?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're in cabin 2. High five for cabin 2. Yeah, bam, high five." So we've got all of our kids here now. We've got like 9 or 10 kids, and we're like, "Okay, well, we're just missing these two." Okay, so now we got almost all of our kids. Great. So we're playing the name game still. We're having a good time. We're doing all these cool things to get to know each other, and then we decide, all right, TJ and I, we need to go have a talk. So we talk, and we're like, all right, guys, go out and play on the playground for a little bit while we get situated with ourselves, because we still have to talk to our boss about something. So we go over to Greg. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that video, or I'll annotate it right now, and you guys will be able to see Greg in his own flesh. That's my boss. He's a cool guy. I like him. He's a nice guy. He's full of love. Big guy. Love him. So we're talking to Greg, and we're talking to Greg, and we're talking to Greg, and all these support staff members are over here. All of our camp counselors are here. We're having a blast. We're getting to know each other also, because we don't know all of each other. I'm new. Another guy's new. I meet this guy named Caleb, who is like this stud, like 6'5". He plays guitar. He's a lifeguard. He's like a pretty he's like a boss and a beast. He's like a beast boss. Bam! Didn't think I could come up with that, could you? Yep. So we're all doing that. We're getting to know each other, and that's really all that we had for the day. For dinner, we just had something simple. I don't even remember what it was. It was pretty simple though. And yeah, once we get all situated, we're all like in our cabins. All the kids are lying down. We're just all chilling. We're talking. We're having a blast. We know each other's names. We've got. I'll try to list them off. We've got Gavin, Raymond. We've got Ethan. We've got Quan. We've got Lewis. Let's see, who else did we have? We had Thomas. We had Kyle. We had Jack. We had Noah. We had Noah B. We had Noah W. So we had 2 Noahs. We had Elijah, who was Noah B's brother. So Noah B and Elijah B, and then there's Noah W. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So those were our 11 kids. I might have left out somebody. Nope, that's all of them. So we've got 11 kids. And we were all just talking. We were all just chilling, you know? We were just having a good time. And all of a sudden, TJ is like, hey guys, let's set some rules. So instead of telling you guys what I think the best rules are, I think we should have a talk. And we should all discuss what we think the rules should be. So we were going around, and if you guys don't know, for a first job, you should probably try to get a job other than like a fast food restaurant or like a waiter, because waiters, well, A, you're not going to get paid totally a lot your first job. I'm just going to throw that out there. You're going to get minimum wage at best. Waiters get even less, and usually with tips, unless you're good at it, you're not going to get much more than minimum wage. So being a camp counselor gives you some experience for your first job. It shows you are a hard, ethical worker. You know what to do. It allows you to get some more people skills, because you really got to be able to communicate with these little kids. Otherwise, they're just not going to listen to you. And you're going to try to get them to go somewhere, and they're going to go somewhere else, or they're going to talk to somebody, and they're going to be mad at you. You don't want that, because that's your job. Your job is to make these kids to have a fun time. That's what you want to do. So, like just like being a doctor, that's what I want to be when I grow up. You need to have good people skills, otherwise people are not going to trust you. They're going to think, oh man, this guy doesn't even know how to talk to me about what I have, and let alone can he treat my disease. I don't know if I should trust this man. I want to see a different doctor. I don't want to go to this place anymore. You don't want to lose customers like that. It's kind of like that, but it's a little bit different because you're dealing with little kids. And I like it because you have second chances, because you can go up to them and say, hey, I'm sorry. This is why I did this. Will you forgive me? And really, usually, little kids will forgive you no matter what, because they either forget it overnight or they just kind of let it slip, and because they don't know any better. You know, you can teach them right from wrong. You can say, I was wrong there. I apologize. Will you forgive me? I won't do that anymore. And I just want to let you know that what I did was wrong, and you shouldn't do it either. You can say very obvious, straightforward things, and they will understand you. They will get it, because they won't say, wow, you're just smart ass. No, duh. That's obvious. We already knew the sky was blue. And it's like, well, but you have to, I mean, it's like explaining things more, because these kids don't get it sometimes. So, that's really what the basics of, like, these kids, if you want to know the psychology of it, you just gotta explain things. And if you explain things honestly, or if you BS it, either way, they're gonna understand you, and they're gonna be like, yeah, I believe you, because they're not, I mean, I love all little kids, but it's easy to manipulate them. That's all I'm trying to say. So yeah, we all like talked about what we should and shouldn't do. Some of the rules were kind of obvious, like no running when unnecessary. Like when we're inside, you shouldn't run. You shouldn't talk really loudly. Just kind of simple stuff that normally older people would know, but littler kids, they just want to have it structured. Because if it's not structured, then they're just going to go wild. They're going to be bouncing off walls, and we're not going to be able to control them. And whenever they do something wrong, we can refer to those rules and say, hey, remember that day where you suggested that we should do this rule? You should probably follow that rule, just so that you don't say that this is what you should do and then do something else. So just follow that rule, please. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll do that. It's like getting them to be putty in your hands. It's like, that's how kids are. So, we got those rules established, and then we went to bed. It was as simple as that. The Sunday was not that big. I mean, really, the majority of the Sunday was understanding and figuring out who the kids were, and meeting all the camp counselors, and really just enjoying ourselves. It was the most relaxed day of the week. So if you're looking for more exciting stuff, look forward to tomorrow, because there was some crazy stuff that went on. Guys, it's been Bleeder in White. Have a good week. Like the video if you enjoyed it. I hope you look forward to the rest of this series. I do too. Hopefully I'll be able to get 2 videos up for you tomorrow. One about Monday and one about something else. Have a great